Y luego ya. Sí, no te preocupes. ¿Tienes un clicker para pasar los slides y todo eso? No me han dado nada.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our last session of the day at the Spanish Pavilion stage here in Mobile World Congress 2025. As you know, we're dedicating this space so that our co-exhibitor companies can have an opportunity to talk to us about their business models, their new developments, whatever they want to talk about. And it's a special one this time. Our last session of the day is dedicated to the company MedUX. You can find them in stand number 40, if I'm not mistaken. And to introduce the session, I'd really like to welcome Matías González Martín, Secretary General of Telecommunications from the Spanish Ministry for Digital Transformation and Civil Service. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Is this working? Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm pleased to represent here the Spanish government. The Ministry and the Secretary of State haven't been able to be here, so I'm happy representing them. And in this last event of the Spanish Pavilion, with this particular moment so relevant, quality of networks is very important. For the users, for the business, for all of us, and companies like MedUX, which are continuously improving their work on this assurance of performance and recognizing the best networks across Europe, are making a great job. MedUX is a Spanish company, so we are also proud to be here with them in this moment, and also with the countries that have been selected this year for the recognition. So I pass the floor to Rafael, representing MedUX. Thank you.
So good afternoon, good evening already. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's great indeed, but I feel a little bit sorry because I'm the only one between you and some nice tapas afterwards. So we will try to keep it short. It is very important for us today because we have such an important audience. First of all, I would like to appreciate and say thank you to all the authorities and representatives from the Portuguese delegation, Anacom and Apritel, as well as NOS, MEO and Vodafone as well. We would like to thank also the Spanish delegation, CNMC, the Spanish regulator, also Digitales, for attending and accompanying us today. We have lots of work to do together in the coming weeks, but that's about to come soon. And we want to thank also the Swedish delegation, all operators, Texveria, Tech Sweden, Telia, Telenor, Tele2, 3, but also PTS, the Swedish regulator, and most importantly, Minister Slotner, that is accompanying today this celebration. So let's celebrate, and thank you very much to all of you for coming. I am Rafael González, and MedUX is the Internet Quality of Experience Testing and Monitoring Company. So At MedUX, we specialize in providing insights into the end-user experience of fixed and mobile networks while integrating active testing robots, crowdsourcing, and software agents into a single multi-platform solution. By analyzing millions of data points, we help operators, regulators, and governments tackle several challenges like the digital divide, but also building resilient infrastructure that is so important nowadays. So what we do at MedUX by analyzing this data for the last 10 years, it's been very important for us, and we decided to give back. This study that we are presenting today is part of our MedUX Impact Program, our corporate social responsibility program, and we are also proud to be contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals. We really believe that 5G is a true transformative enabler for digital transformation and digital public services, but not only, for economic growth, for innovation, and for societal transformation, for much more that we can just imagine. It's not only some figures, it's a tool for us as society to improve and get better. So let me introduce you and set the stage with some stats about the scope of our research study. So we've been measuring and conducting drive testing in more than 11 countries, 15 cities, and for more than 5,000 kilometers. We've covered 60 million inhabitants with our measurements, and we provided a full and robust data set, including 175,000 active tests, but more than 5 million radio samples, covering more than 35 operators in all those cities and countries. All of this with our proprietary technology, our 5G active testing robots, Spanish technology, European technology, and of course a solution for you all, and to make sure that we close the digital divide and we accomplish with so ambitious objectives in Europe. What we are about to see, and probably you have already wondered, which are the best cities in Europe. Spoiler alert, the delegations that are here are for a good reason, obviously. So it is not that the Swedes is passing by and decided to join us today, or the Portuguese the same. But what we want to start with is to jump into some insights, some figures, some numbers. Usually numbers caught your attention, right? So we have impressive speeds all over Lisbon, Madrid, and Stockholm, in the downlink, in the uplink, median average speeds that are quite impressive. We have also top 5G coverage and availability in Copenhagen, but we also do have the most consistent experience in Lisbon. So those are great figures, great numbers, but coverage alone is not enough. Speed alone is not enough. Reliability alone is not enough if we don't focus on the end user. What we want is to transform the society. That's why at MedUX we always say we need to go beyond. We need to think of quality, of particular experiences that can transform our society and our business models today. So let's start with some of the figures summarizing what 5G had brought to the industry. We have come so far. We have managed to improve up to 30% the average experience from 5G to 5G. These are numbers from our experience on the field. But we have also seen impressive speeds in the downlink, more than 1.6 gigabits per second. In the uplink, more than 300 megabits per second. It might seem like straightforward and easy. It's not. I'm an engineer and I know what it takes to get there. It's lots of investments, lots of work from the operators, and above all, public and private partnerships, which are key to make sure that we get where we want to get as Europeans. It is not only about speed, about experience. We have also seen a decrease, and we have dropped by more than 20% the number of failed sessions, which is what remains in our brain when we are streaming or web browsing. Those little sessions, those small experiences counted with our hands are enough to create unsatisfied users. That's why we say it's important. So reliability is one of the other attributes that is not so well recognized in terms of 5G technology. However, not all networks are created equal, we know. Why? Because eventually some customers in major European cities might not be getting what they expected, but some others do. Some others do, and who? So let's start celebrating now the achievements from Lisbon. Lisbon basically has been awarded with the best reliability in European cities. It's the second most important category as per our own understanding of what it's important for the industry, and the city has the most consistent network performance with 99.6 successful internet sessions. But not only, Lisbon is also top for value for speed, but also for social media. Without further delay, let's invite, please, Sandra Massimiano, chairwoman of Anacom. Please warmly welcome the chairwoman from Anacom. Sandra, no, please stay here with me. So we would like Sandra to receive this symbolic award of best reliability in Portugal and in Lisbon particularly. Obviously, Anacom is not the player in the network, it's representation and neutral representation of all operators and all the efforts we do as Europeans and particularly as Portuguese. So the floor is yours, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's really a great honor to be here today. And for me, especially as Portuguese and seeing all these pictures, I can't be more pleased than that. So it's, I think, a really great achievement. I want to say thanks a lot to the operators because, of course, it's due to a great investment, great commitment, great efforts, and of course, and as a chairwoman of Anacom, I think the regulator has also created the big, I would say, the nice context. And as it was mentioned here, it is a partnership in many dimensions. We all have to work together, and I think this is the best results as we can achieve. So I'm really, really pleased. So thank you all.
Thanks to you. Big applause, please, for Lisbon. Let me sit here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't get too far. You need to come back. So that was all about the first award on reliability. And then we would like to jump to the second most important award, actually the most important award, which is about the best quality of experience. So this award is basically summarizing all the aspects and all the metrics that we believe are important when delivering a service to the end user. In this case, we would like to start with Porto. Porto is the best overall quality of experience, but it cannot be only found in one city or in one country. It can be found in two. So we'll start with Porto, but then somebody will follow afterwards. Don't forget about that. It is the first time that we have a tied result in this award and in this in the most important award category. Lisbon shows outstanding stability across all services. Speed is great, but stability and reliability are king. So Porto enjoys the best data and OTT experience, but also the best median downlink speed above 550 megabits per second. And also is one of the most stable gaming in terms of connectivity for gaming. On the other side, we also have Stockholm. Stockholm is obviously showing also an outstanding consistency across all services, all metrics, and all KPIs. It shows the best 5G uplink average speed with an impressive 111 megabits per second, but also shows the best web browsing and best streaming experience, thanks to web browsing times below 1 second, and also time to content below 1.6 until the play of our magnificent videos. without further delay, let's invite again Sandra Massimiano from Anacom and Minister Slotner, please, to the stage. Thank you very much. Congratulations again. Please, if you can say some words.
Yes.
Let's finish with the ladies. Please, Minister. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and it's a great pleasure to, of course, an honor to receive this prize. Really, I really appreciate these comparing studies, so we can compete with each other. Competition is always good, and also to compete between countries. So we always want to be, and we know that we can always be better. And we need to roll out more 5G. That 5G has to be rapid, it has to be secure, it has to be reliable. And I'm so glad that Stockholm is one of the cities that make such good performance. So thank you so much for this competition, and thank you so much for the prize that we got. And thank you also to our Swedish teleoperators, Telia, Tele2, 3, Telenor for rolling out 5G and make 5G possible. So thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Es un placer estar aquí en este evento y ha vuelto a Barcelona y a este congreso que es maravilloso. Muchísimas gracias por organizar este evento. Gracias.
Okay, so again, I just want to say thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for this prize and for the recognition. I think, as I said, it's a big effort of everyone. And I would like maybe to invite you all to visit Portugal, Lisbon and Porto. For me, I was also learning about these gaming experiences in Porto, so why not? So I think we have the great conditions for tourism, but also to spend some time there. As you can see, internet is very reliable and with the great speed and quality of experience. So thanks a lot again for the operators for all of this, and thanks a lot for my colleagues from Anacom as well. Thank you.
Please allow me to get there to grab the awards. It's not in the most comfortable place, but I have to get down and grab them all. So you can help me. Could you please be so kind? Let's make sure this is yours.
Oh.
Huh?
That's the port.
Yes. Give it to him, please. This is for her.
Okay.
Let me.
And that's for me.
And that's for you. So let's change the prices. Make sure that Porto goes to Porto and Stockholm goes to Stockholm. Please. Thank you very much to everyone for attending today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, to close the event, let's put it here. Sorry, guys. Of course, there are many more awards, secondary awards for gaming, for streaming, important attributes, but we wanted to recognize today just the two most important that we consider for quality of experience. So we just wanted to invite you to stay tuned. Why? To stay tuned because in our rolling campaign we will continue to do our efforts, and indeed we are strongly considering to continue our measurement efforts in the coming weeks. And as we are increasing so many cities, so we might need to include also Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Vienna, Zurich, cities that we have left because of the timing available, but we'll continue to do so and update our rankings in the coming weeks. We think that basically these efforts are our strongest commitment with the industry. We are really proud of the efforts that the whole team of MedUX have been doing to provide cutting-edge technology, to provide these insights to the industry. And just with this, I want to say stay tuned. Thank you very much for coming and enjoy the evening and the tapas that I'm sure you will enjoy this afternoon. Thank you very much again for being here today. Pleasure. Thank you.